U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway.
We have to wake him up when my daughter's down here, so as you'll hear her plenty of times,
this
I'm
one
sure.
out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Yep, there we go. And it starts. There you go. CFL down the Cook goes down.
To start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw.
Ah, come on, Hearn.
Nearly an interception here on this opening
Nothing, you talk too
but
much.
he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw.
I left it go.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll work this down inside the 30.
Because I told you to stay off the chair, huh? Yeah, or you just sit in the other chair that's down there. That sounds like a better plan.
It continues to be one.
Yeah.
Another one right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
You're not freaking, get a pick today. No, I'm not talking to you.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they do.
Matabuke.
The receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Good tackles. Let's go.
He will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that.
Whoever 20 is just completely didn't
3
block.
points were put on the board.
Alright, so the one thing I did not change I did not put
Cox now. Throwing
that's just freaking stupid.
I'm not even thinking correctly. Good work. So mean.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo.
Please stop.
Meaning 3 safeties for big
because
nickel.
it's annoying.
They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game in the first snap.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Ready.
Cox on 1st and 10. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down.
Put the weights down, please.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Please stop with the ball.
That's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone.
You run way too deep, Carnage.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this will be good for a pickup of 9.
And I don't know either.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Guys, stop with the ball.
To throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And down he goes, taking it.
You keep playing with the ball, you both will go upstairs. I don't care. I don't care.
24 yards. Now back to throw.
Thank you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Let's go. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw. Cox. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Cox. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Who the hell are you throwing the ball to?
Are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. Touchdown, Vikings! touchdown lead now.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3.
Find a way to freaking get a
Minnesota's
touchdown.
kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Cox. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they get 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
Let's have a superstar receiver.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that. That maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis.
Not
going. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does, because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Go upstairs. That's where he's at. Somewhere.
They got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 49 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To throw is Cox. Looking to throw on second down.
Throw the damn ball, dude.
He's taken down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Cox going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive,
and he's brought down.
Freaking ball.
With a football, it's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will see. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He's got McBride here over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I just got to get right back in the right mindset with this.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to
Why the hell is Duncan in it? Why do I have a freaking
It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Cox throwing on 1st down.
Like, who the hell are you throwing to? He's wide open.
Interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Cox. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw. And now here's another interception. Those A&Ts all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings.
I don't know who the hell he was throwing to.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll set up a throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Vikings send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds and several turnovers, you would have to think
how is he keeping up with Quest?
They're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the field.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Off play action, Cox.
That's cool. Just pretend to throw the damn ball.
Back at about the 37-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming. And
this quarterback sucks.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They